It's some kind of mask. I don't know. I think it's disguised as a necklace for me right now. So yes, the show is lip gloss and a sander. I did show up with lip gloss. I didn't have a sander, but that is where this lovely lady comes in, Bridget Edell. She is the TV show host you're talking about. Her show is on Montgomery Community Media TV, also on PGCTV as well. And she's right here in Gaithersburg, and you help local residents, right?
Absolutely.
So they come and they want to find something, and then your real element is not only finding it, but then transforming it.
Yeah.
So she's going to give us a little, lesson right now.
Yeah, real quick lesson.
Oh, quick lesson. So what are we doing?
Quick lesson. Okay, first of all, you're going to use your mouth sander, and we like this finish, but we're going to paint
Because
it.
every woman has a mouth sander.
So we're going to go ahead and take your mouth sander, and we're going to turn it on, and we're going to just kind of go with the grain back and forth.
Is this where I use my mask?
Oh yeah,
no?
we got to put the mask on. I always remember safety first in the workshop. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So we put this on.
Okay.
Okay. And
Here?
Yep. Whoa.
Okay, wait.
All right.
Could you give me a little tutorial first?
Okay. First, you would just go with the grain, push it, put your hand here. All right,
Okay,
now you try, huh?
so now I try and stand back.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was going to be so, powerful.
Okay, put your hand.
Oh yeah, here we go. And through the magic of television, it's sanded.
Yeah. So ahead of time we had sanded all this, so it's great.
Right. Now, how long does it usually take to sand?
Well, a piece this size, probably only about half an hour to an hour.
And how did you learn all this, by the way?
You know, I was very lucky growing up. My dad did a lot of work in the garage and the workshop at home, so he taught me.
You were a daddy's girl.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. Okay, so the importance of sanding is...
You make it smooth before you put the paint on.
Okay, okay.
So you always want to make sure that your piece is smooth and adhere the paint better.
So we've sanded. Now we're moving on to painting.
Yes, absolutely. Now here, real quick, I want to tell everybody, you can go, and we poured some paint into a container. Now you can go to your local hardware store and buy these containers that are really nice, but you can also just use things that you have around the house, like things your mushrooms come in, or some Pringles, things like that, so you don't have to spend the money on these.
Good budget saving tip.
Pour that in there. We're going to put our gloves on.
Okay.
Quick, let's put your gloves on.
And this is your garage, not your husband's garage.
No, this is absolutely my garage.
It's one of the few where the wife says to the husband, "Get out of my garage."
So we're going to let Holly go ahead. You can go ahead and do it. But real quickly, while she's putting her gloves on, you know, there's all different kind of brushes you can use. Since this project is going to be something we're going to use outside and around the table in my backyard, you can use probably just an easy, not a low, inexpensive
You can
brush.
say cheap.
Cheap brush.
A cheap brush. So don't worry about investing in an expensive brush when you're just going to use it for something that's going to get beat up outside anyway.
Right, so we'll go ahead and take this. We've already stirred it. You want to take the paint, the brush, and dip it in the paint. And then you want to just kind of dab it on the side so you don't drip.
Oh, dab it. I'm not dripping.
Okay. Okay. And then go just like you did, up, back and forth with the grain. And you can see that.
Oh, nice.
Look how beautiful that is. Now, my intent with this is I like this blue color, but it doesn't go with the decor in my backyard. So what I'm going to do is paint it red, and then lightly distress this blue-green color through.
Oh, okay. So how do you lightly distress?
You take, what you would do is while you're doing that, I'll show you. You take these little block sanders.
But you have to wait for the paint to dry.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Take the block sanders.
After the paint dries, you take the sander and you just lightly go around the edges where you would think naturally would be distressed.
So you're painting it, and then you're kind of taking the paint off.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep. So, you know, for this, since it's outside, it's going to get distressed naturally anyway. But we're going to go ahead and help it a little bit so we can get the blue color to come
Okay.
through. Okay?
Go ahead.
All right, so I'll just show you this on the front here. While the paint's, and we'll get the paint, you would just take on the corners like this. And when your paint is all dry, you'll see.
So is the key to distressing one of those things is that you distress it where it would naturally rub, like on the corners or something. So like necessarily distressed in the middle wouldn't be the best way to go.
Well, if you're doing a table, sometimes distressing in the middle is okay because that's where you would have your plates and your pots and things that you would put on a table naturally.
Oh, I got you. Okay, where it would get where, right? Okay, so through the magic of television, if we were all done, it would look like dun da da da.
This is the finished product.
How cute is that?
Yeah, there you go. Have a seat. You can see that we finished it in red. And always remember, tip 2 is always do the underside of your project, because you never know when someone turns it over or you want to see it on the underside. But you can see here that I've distressed the blue-green through just slightly.
Yeah, I like it.
And I top coat with some wax.
Very good. MyFoxDC.com is our website. We have a link to theirs, and all of her episodes are actually on her website as well if you want to see some back episodes. Coming up in our next hour, she practices what she preaches. We're going to go in her home, take a look at some wonderful things that she's found and refinished. We're also going to talk about how maybe you can end up on her show. Meanwhile, maybe I need a few more lessons in the sanding department. Back to you in the studio. I know. That wasn't so smooth.